Hey guys, Chris Van Pendomania back with another video, and I've seen a lot of people talk about the Raw cards like Alan G.W. Price and things like that, but I thought I'd come on and talk about, obviously I'm heading to Wrestlemania 29 with three of my good friends and meeting some more of the good friends over there, but I thought I'd come on and give my thoughts on the Wrestlemania 29 cards it stands. Now obviously last week on Raw, or Monday on Raw, whatever way you want to code it, we didn't have the Rock or Cena on it, which is very, very strange. Obviously Cena's pretty much prevalent in every episode of Raw, but wasn't on this one. Obviously the Rock has fleeting appearances here and there. Now obviously this is not a really good idea to, not have them on the show, either one or the other or both, in the build up to probably the main event of WrestleMania 29. There was nothing really said, there was recap packages like on SmackDown and stuff like that. I do like the promo thing that they're doing to do with Cena, but I think him saying that the reason why he broke up with his wife and got a divorce was because of his obsession with The Rock. I think that's just a little bit too much. I'm not hugely into this match like I was last year. Like last year I was fairly in Rock's corner. Nothing could have said anything better. I know people like Alan had kind of sway because of Cena's promos, but I was actually watching the Best of Raw and SmackDown 2012, which I've got for review, so I'll be coming up with Restless Shock soon. This year, however, is the other hand. I'm fairly in Cena's corner. Here I'm just kind of getting a bit sick to death of The Rock. You would have seen in the last Northern Ireland Wrestling Connection video that Chris says, that we should appreciate him while he's here because he'll not be here for very long, which is true, but I think we could get in his corner more if he wasn't champion. I think, having him as a part-timer champion heading into WrestleMania was a bit of a bad idea. I think maybe having Cena as a champion, Rock challenging him for that and that kind of thing, but yeah, it doesn't quite have the grandeur that it did. Obviously last year was the first time it had happened, but you had near enough a year on build up, whereas this you've only had a build up from basically the Royal Rumble, so you haven't had as long to build this up. Obviously a lot of people are saying that Cena will win, and I kind of hope that he does, but I'm sure he gets booed out of the building whenever I'm in the arena, but I'll not be one of the ones booing him anyway. We also have Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger, which has kind of lost a bit of steam in it. I'm kind of still impressed with Swagger. I love Del Rio as a face. Swagger's new music obviously is one that everyone seems to be taking to. You can download it now on iTunes, just called Patriot, so yeah, if you're a fan of it, there you go. But yeah, it should be a good match nonetheless. Obviously we're seeing Ricardo and Del Rio mimicking Coulter and Swagger to humorous effect, but I'm pretty much convinced this is going to be a brilliant match, but it's just the build up seems to be going a bit, I think once we get there, it'll be fine. So we have that at the moment. We have had announced the Shield versus Sheamus, Orton and Ryback. Now I have a funny feeling this will change and Ryback will be pulled out of that because Ryback will volunteer. Ryback will say that he wants to leave that match because of what happened on SmackDown with Henry. Henry gave him like 3 of the world's strongest slams, so I'm pretty much going to bet my bottom dollar, which I've just got my dollars changed, so no, I'm not betting bottom dollar because I have dollars, so no. But I'm pretty much confident that it's going to be Henry versus Ryback at WrestleMania, and Big Show will slot in the place of where Ryback was. I think Ryback will just say to the guys that, listen, we have business to take care of, you've got the Shield, and I want to take care of Henry, so, I've talked to the Big Show's going to take my place, or something along those lines, but I think that's pretty much what we're going to have there. I'm trying to think what other matches we have announced. Obviously the Undertaker CM Punk, how could I forget that? God, sorry. But yeah, I'm I'm so looking forward to Undertaker's entrance, and just I've been at house shows where he's come out, and it's just spine tingling. I'm even getting tingles down my spine thinking of it. So to see him come out and turn the lights on and stuff, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good match. I'm pretty much confident that Undertaker's going to maintain the streak. So yeah, pretty much happy with that. Obviously that's the match that everyone wanted, was Undertaker CM Punk, and we've got it, so be happy for that. I don't know whether it'll be a case of we'll see a repeat of that like we have the last two matches. It's been another one the year after, so I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, enjoyable match nonetheless, so kind of looking forward to that. Brock Lesnar, Triple H. Obviously we have that there with Triple H saying he's going to respond to Brock this coming week on Raw, but Lesnar wants to pick the stipulations. Now, I noticed in Alan's video he said about an MMA match, but I've read on the Bleacher Report that that's kind of been next now, so whether it's kind of a last man standing or no holds barred, that kind of thing. So it still has the kind of effect like it did last year with the Hell in a Cell, where they still used the weapons, but whether we have, obviously we don't have the same drama like having Shawn Michaels and the Cell, but you still have the weapons to be used and that kind of thing, because we haven't seen Triple H fight since SummerSlam, so you're talking about 7-8 months thereabouts, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. But yeah, excuse me, but again, with that there match, a lot of people said that they didn't really want that, but I think the build up for that has been tremendous. I think Paul Heyman has been an integral part of that, especially last week on Raw, whenever Lesnar came out and kind of threw down a New Age Outlaws, and that there happened, and kind of said and if you're not done with that, I got 2 words for you, Brock Lesnar. I really enjoyed that. So that kind of leaves. Obviously, we thought that we were going to get Sheamus Wade Barrett, so I'm pretty much confident that it's going to be Wade Barrett, Jericho, and The Miz at WrestleMania. I think obviously their match on Raw, and then no contest, so I think it'll probably happen again, and whether Vicky makes a match for the three of them at WrestleMania, because Miz has to be somewhere in it. And so does Jericho. I mean, Jericho is. I'm really looking forward to seeing the jacket and stuff and putting his arms out. And Jericho is probably one of my top favorite wrestlers. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing him perform on the grand stage and all. So I'd probably imagine that, and then that leaves Team Hell No. So whether we see a fatal 4-way, fatal 4-way. So whether it's going to be Team Hell No, Road Scholars, Primetime Players, and New Age Outlaws, and then we see Kofi and R-Truth in a dark match before. But I think in the New Age Outlaws, I think obviously their match with Road Scholars was kind of interrupted. So I think that's probably the best thing for you to do, to try and get all that talent in one match. We haven't really had a fatal 4-way since WrestleMania 20, from what I remember, for the tag belts. So there's bound to be other people that have been left off the card, but for some reason I can't think of who they are. But you've got the top, you've got the top performers all there. So that's all really you need. I really hope we don't see this Fandango character. Saw Stevie Breach's video from a while back where we said about Fandango versus Jericho, and I really don't want to see that at all. I'd rather see Jericho, against Barrett and Miz for the IC title, and him becoming a record 10th time IC holder. Obviously that leaves Cesaro as well, come to think of it. So whether it's Cesaro or R-Truth, and R-Truth versus Cesaro versus Kofi Kingston in a triple threat for the US belt as the pre-show, I don't know. But that's kind of my thoughts. The Divas matches, I honestly don't know if it will happen. If it does, it'll probably be Caitlyn versus Layla, I'd imagine, because those two seem to be the better of the wrestlers. Obviously you have Natalya, but I haven't seen anything of Natalya apart from whenever she's been with the Great Khali. So yeah. that's just my thoughts on WrestleMania 29 card. Probably in the next week or so I'll probably do another video to do with what I'm taking with me. I will be doing the my fourth favourite WrestleMania. I'm a bit behind because I haven't been feeling the best and I've been at work and stuff, so this is just a spare few minutes that I've got to do this, so I thought I would get it out of the road. So yeah, you may see another video with me wearing the same attire, which I'll put up at a later date. So if you do, there you go, and if not, then I shall do it later. But anyway, if you want to leave your video comments or responses or what have you to do with what you think's going to go happen at WrestleMania, you know, like matches that haven't been announced yet. Have I forgot one? Because my head is just kind of all over the place at the minute. So yeah, less than 3 weeks away. Can't really wait. It still seems so surreal, you know, like getting all the stuff ready and what have you. So looking forward to it. And yeah, maybe these 3 weeks just go like that there. But anyway, leave your responses if you haven't subscribed already to myself or the guys on my homepage, and please do so. There's some brilliant content there, so please check them out. And a special shout out goes to Mr. Chaos Hill. I don't know if he's watching for his last video. Wish you well, sir. So yeah, all the best with your future endeavours, as they say. So that's going to do it from me. So I'm just going to end the video now. So thank you very much for watching, and until the next time.